Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Now in this video, we're going to be going over some of the database tips and tricks that we've really learned here at Airdev through delivering for our clients. So we'll be going over a couple of those little tweaks that you can do to really get more from your database and capture more information. So let's jump into our editor and get started. So the first tip that I want to go over is that we can replace Boolean expressions where possible with dates. So to give you an example, I'm sitting here on our user data type and we have the Boolean expression of finished onboarding. So yes or no, finished onboarding. And the way we use this is if the user, when they log in, has not finished onboarding, they get directed to the onboarding flow. But if they have, they get directed to the dashboard. But what we can do instead is we can actually capture this information using a date. So what we can go is we can go finished onboarding date, and then we can save it as a date. And the reason why this is useful is now we're able to capture two pieces of information with this one field. So what we can capture is whether the onboarding flow has been completed and also when it was completed. So with regards to capturing whether the flow was completed, if the data field is empty, then we can determine that the user hasn't completed their onboarding flow. So if I was going through that workflow, when the user has logged in, if finished onboarding date is empty, send them to the onboarding flow. If it is not empty, send them to the dashboard flow. So in this way, it's a really useful tip to use text dates instead of Boolean expressions where possible. So the second tip is that you should be actually creating custom creator fields for your data types where it is relevant to do so. So let me illustrate what I mean by this by going through an example. So just say on our platform, we have event organizers who can display events that they are organizing on our platform so that users on our platform know, hey, these are the events that are going to be upcoming and these are the ones that I want to attend. So what usually happens in this kind of flow is that the event organizer logs into our platform, there'll be a form, they'll fill out the form, and then they will be able to display their event. And what we do is we would link the creator field here, so the creator user field here, to link that to the event organizer. Now, generally speaking, this use case is fine, but what you might run into as your app scales or as your app builds out is you may need to start creating events on behalf of someone else. So to walk through another example, just say you have an event organizer who wants to make 10 events on your platform and they don't have time, so they ask you as the app admin going, hey, can you please create 10 events for me on your platform? So what you would do is you'd go in and you'd start to create events. The problem here is that you will come up as the creator. So all of the workflows and all of the fields which are displayed on the page will be linked to the creator, which is you as the app admin rather than the event organizer. So what you should do instead is you should actually add in a field that says organizer and link it to the user data type. And then what we do is we actually go through and we always make sure that this is the field that's linked to in the workflows and on the page. And when we create a new event, we always add in the organizer. Now you need to do this at the start, because if you don't, you're always going to be chasing your tail, because what you will have to do is you'll actually have to start changing your database, but then going through the process of changing your workflows and changing your data links. Alrighty, so I hope that these database tips and tricks really help you out on your next bubble build.